Genesis chapter 44. Now Joseph gave the steward of his house instructions, saying,
Fill the men's sacks with as much food as they can carry, and put each man's silver in the mouth of his sack. Also put my goblet, the silver one, in the mouth of the youngest one's sack, along with the silver of his grain money.
So he did as Joseph said. As the morning dawned, the men were sent on their way with their donkeys. And when they had not gone far out from the city, Joseph said to his steward,
Go after the men, and when you catch up with them, say to them, Why have you repaid kindness with evil? Is not this the goblet which my ruler drinks from, and also uses for divination? This is an evil thing you have done.
So he overtook them, and he repeated those words to them. And they said to him,
Why does our ruler say such things? Far be it from us that your servant should do such a thing. In fact, we even brought back to you from the land of Canaan the silver we found inside the mouths of our sacks. So why would we steal silver or gold from your ruler's house? If any of your servants is found to have it, let him die, and we, all of us, will be your ruler's slaves.
And he said,
Very well, let it be as you say. Whoever is found to have it will become my slave, but the rest of you will be blameless.
Then each of them quickly lowered his sack to the ground and opened it. Then the steward searched, beginning with the oldest and ending with the youngest, and the goblet was found in Benjamin's sack. At this, they tore their clothes. Then each man loaded his donkey, and they returned to the city. Yada and his brothers came to Joseph's house, for he was still there, and they threw themselves to the ground in front of him. Joseph said to them,
What is this you have done? Did you not know that such a man as I can find things out by divination?
Then Yada said,
What will we say to my ruler? What can we say? How can we prove our innocence? Yahweh has uncovered our guilt in this matter. We are now my ruler's slaves, we, ourselves, and also the one who was found to have the goblet.
But Joseph said,
Far be it from me to do such a thing. Only the man who is found to have the goblet will become my slave. As for the rest of you, go up in peace to your father.
Then Yada went up to him and said,
My ruler, let your servant speak a word to my ruler. Do not be angry with your servant, though you are even like Pharaoh himself. My ruler asked his servant, saying, Have you a father or a brother? And we answered my ruler, We have a father, an old man, and there is a young son born to him in his old age. His brother is dead, and he alone is left of his mother's sons, and his father loves him. Then you said to your servants, Bring him down to me that I may see him. And we said to our ruler, The boy cannot leave his father. If he leaves him, his father will die. But you told your servants, Unless your youngest brother comes down with you, you shall see my face no more. So it was, when we went up to your servant, my father, that we told him the words of my ruler. Then our father said, Go back and buy a little more food. But we said, We cannot go down. Only if our youngest brother is with us will we go. For we will not be allowed to see the man's face unless our youngest brother is with us. Then your servant, my father, said to us, You know that my wife bore me 2 sons. And the one went away from me, and I said, He has surely been torn to pieces, and I have not seen him since. If you take this one from me too, and harm comes to him, you will bring my gray head down to my grave in sorrow. So now, if we go to your servant, my father, and the boy is not with us, my father's life being bound with the life of my brothers, it will be, when he sees the boy is not with us, that he will die. So your servants will bring down the gray hair of your servant, our father, with sorrow to his grave. I, your servant, guaranteed the boy's safety to my father, by saying to him, If I do not bring him back to you, then I will bear the blame before my father all my life. Now therefore, allow your servant to remain in the place of the boy, as a slave to my ruler, and allow the boy to go up with his brothers. For how can I go up to my father if the boy is not with me? No, do not let me see the sorrow that would come upon my father.